Hey everyone, Eugene Fedorovsky from EugeneFedorovsky.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I hope you crushed it this week in your business and you achieved all the goals you set out to achieve. If you didn't, that's okay. As Eric Worre says, plan, do, review. You planned it last week, you did it this week. Now review what you may not have accomplished, make some tweaks and adjustments, and when you sit down Sunday night, plan it out so you can plan, do, review next week. With that said, today I have a question for you. When the opportunity knocks on your door, do you open? As most of the time, the idea for this Facebook Live came from what happened today in my life. So, as most of you know, I'm a big fan of Ray Higdon. He's my coach. I'm in his private mastermind. He's my mentor. And I look up to the guy, frankly. And he posted the other day in Rank Makers that he's coming to New York. He has a training for another network marketing company. He was speaking at their event as the key, I forgot the phrase. Sorry. And he decided that he's going to turn it into a meeting for Rank Makers and Top Earner Club. Since I'm a part of both, I was like, sure. But then he posted that the meeting's going to be at 12:30. Now, on 12:30 on a Friday, I'm sitting at work. And so I came up with the story in my head that, now I can't go because I have to be at work. And that's a shame, and blah, blah, blah. So that was the opportunity. And I shut it down right away because I was at work. So when I came to work today, I was worried about the event happening without me, basically a big fear of missing out happening, FOMO. And I was sitting in my seat and I was like very anxious back and forth. Plus, on the other hand, the other thing I had going on inside is that, even if I could go, how am I gonna go? I don't know anybody there. I don't really like to do small chat and what's gonna happen. So all this nonsense talk in my head going on. And then I manned up and I asked my boss if I could take a few hours off. He said no problem. That wasn't even a conversation about it. He said sure. And so I went and I had a fantastic time. Ray did a fantastic training. He taught us a lot. He answered our questions. It was like his free coaching Friday that he does almost every Friday, but in person. And it was very cool. And I got a chance to talk to him, ask him my questions. So overall, it was a tremendous opportunity. And to think that I almost didn't seize it, and I almost let my fears and my discomfort get in the way. I've recently started training myself that anytime I feel some kind of discomfort and I'm boxing myself in something, I snap in my mind and I say, okay, then you have to do it. So, I don't want to do that blog post. Then you have to. And I heard this from another trainer, Cesar Rodriguez. He said, if you can't, then you must. So I'm doing that in as many fields of my life as I can. Unfortunately, I'll be honest, it's not happening in all the fields yet, but I'm getting there. Like, for example, my fear of heights. So I'm working on that. So back to this opportunity. So opportunity came. Ray, my mentor, the person who I look up to, coming to New York, my backyard. It was only, 45 minutes away by train. And I'm sitting there and I'm coming up with these excuses why I can't go. That's not being powerful. So I got a quote from Mark Twain that really fits into this subject. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. That is a fantastic quote because 20 years from now, you're not going to remember the things that you did, but you will remember the things that you didn't do. Well, if only I did this. If only I took a chance in that business. If only I bought that car that I wanted. If only I went on more vacations. You're going to be disappointed by all those things. So instead of giving yourself something to be disappointed by in 20 years, live up to what it is that you want to accomplish today. If something really scares you, there's usually a reason why. The growth happens outside of the comfort zone. I hope you guys understand that. While you're in the comfort zone, you cannot grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying. It's as simple as that. So, if you're afraid of prospecting, pick up the phone and call a prospect. Todd Falcone does this awesome thing. He on one of his trainings, he recommended to do this. So let's say you're afraid of prospecting. That's okay. That's a normal thing. A lot of people are afraid of prospecting. So you get yourself a glass of water, you sit behind your desk or wherever it is that you tend to do business, and reluctantly pick up the phone and call the prospect. Drink some water before so your throat is not parched. And however the conversation goes, it goes. Whether you have a script ready in front of you, whether you practice it before you call them, do it. And after you finish talking to them and you put the phone down, no matter how the conversation went, that's irrelevant. Whether you feel it was positive, whether you feel it was negative, it doesn't matter. So after the conversation is over, do this. Like literally, touch yourself everywhere. Because they didn't stab you, they didn't bite your ear off, they didn't punch you. So what's the worst that could possibly happen? They're gonna hang up the phone on you? And that's like really the worst. They're gonna yell and hang up the phone. And that's okay. Because that opportunity, whatever you're offering, your opportunity, is not the right time for them. They're not ready to open the door for that. Not a lot of people don't open the door when the opportunity knocks. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be open to opportunity. So when an opportunity such as a coach or a mentor coming to your town, or an opportunity comes where you can go to an event and benefit greatly from it, or you can invest in yourself and that investment will come back tenfold. Or even if not tenfold, it's still an investment in yourself. That's the best investment you can make. When an opportunity knocks, I want you to open the door and embrace it. Get over whatever it is that is stopping you. Because if you don't, so for example, so let's say I decided today that all my excuses were valid and I didn't go. So what would happen? I would have a regular Friday at work. I would sit there and think, wow, those rank makers and those Top Runner Club members must be having a great time while I'm sitting here when I could have went. And then I would have been disappointed with myself. I would have probably yelled at myself. And where would that have taken me? Probably would have ruined my weekend, my wife's weekend, and probably would have been a very negative environment in the office. All because I wouldn't have opened the door when the opportunity knocked. So think about that for a second. How many opportunities do you turn down? If you're not building your network marketing business, it's okay if you're okay with where your life is. But if you're not okay with where your life is, and you're not building your network marketing business, then ask yourself why. And ask yourself, that opportunity knocking, me keeping the door closed, is anything in my life going to change? And the answer is going to be no. Because regardless, whether you do network marketing or not, if you don't change your life, you're still going to have the same thing. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. So if you don't change something in your life to make it better, how is it going to get better? I mean, I get it, we're all busy, we all don't have time, but if we don't change something and work on something, we'll never have the free time. Unless you win the lottery. You could be lucky. So, I hope you guys found this useful. Please, I urge you, like, comment, and share. There's a lot of people out there who need to learn how to open the door when the opportunity knocks. At least peep through the peephole to see if that opportunity is worth it to open the door. And if you have any topics that you want me to discuss in a future video, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to entertain that. If you want to discuss about an opportunity that I may have, reach out to me. If not, no big deal. I hope you guys found this useful, and I really do hope you share this around, because we can impact a lot of people with this video. With that said, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.